Hey, it's Wormwood, and today I'm going to do a little morning TNA, morning technical analysis, and thank you for joining me if you have. Today I'm going to start out by looking at MicroSoft, MSFT. This is a Microsoft stock that I've been watching. Been trading this in this channel here. We've been looking at this channel. We've been buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, right? We're right at the top of our channel for at least the last two waves. And we're just watching this real closely. This is actually looking pretty decent. It looks pretty strong. I have my profits set, my take profit set at 283. And we made it to 280. Still haven't taken profit yet. I'm not too overly concerned. It's price sitting at 277 right now. I'm not overly concerned. A couple dollars either way. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm just watching this real closely since we're at the top of our channel. I discussed earlier that we made a couple previous highs on these on the channel, on this ascending channel here. We're looking ultimately at this 618 area, which is right here, right around 315. My targets, they actually float. As I was saying, they move out in time. So whereas if the price had moved up to the 618 area back here, it would have been 304. Now as we move out in time, the target's more like 316, 315. And that's the future target. The immediate target, like I said, was 283, which is right here. So I'm just watching this. I don't have to take a piece. I just need to take a piece out of the market. I don't have to get the full movement. I don't have to sell the top and buy the bottom. I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in just making a little bit of money, right? So I'm not interested in. I'm interested in buying low and selling higher. Is what I'm interested in. As I've said in other videos, it's kind of, when I look at it, it's like like if you're laying tiles, you need to start somewhere. You need to square your floor up with something. You need to pull some measurements. So you find the best wall to pull off of, or wherever it needs to be, if it needs to be lined with the door or whatever, and you pull your measurements, and then you start your tile. You start your starter strip. Your starter strip, like on a hardwood floor or something like that. You need something to pull off of, right? So these lines, my ascendant channel here, I'm not overly concerned with my ascendant channel here. This is just the idea. This gives me an idea of price and time, is what this ascending channel, where I want to be at a certain time, a certain period in the market, where it may go. Not where it's going to go, but where it may go. And I use my ascendant channel to judge the strength of it. Anyway, so at this point we are looking fairly strong. Now that we've moved further in time, my initial target, because we're looking strong here, my initial target was 283, and I think this looks strong enough that quite possibly I'm going to move it up to about 288. Is where I'm going to move my target. I think we're going to make it to that next line. It's not going to stay in this channel forever, and we need to be aware of that. I think I'm going to move it up to this next line here. I initially wanted a little pullback, which would have been fine, and then to move up to the 618 line up here, but I think we're going to make it to at least, I think we're going to break out of this pattern here. So anyway, it's just speculation. This is not financial advice. These are just my thoughts. These are my thoughts so that I can come back at a later date and look at what the way I analyzed it, see where I was right, where I was wrong, and what I can improve on. This is just so that mainly for me to have a glimpse back in time. And so this is what we're doing here. So this is what I see so far. I think that we're about to come out of this channel pattern. I think we're going to end up with I see like a 1, 2, I think 3 is going to come up to here. Because this was a steep wave, I think we're going to have a shallow wave. Possibly. Something like that. Then we're going to have our 5th wave to move up to about 320. Something like that. I think this is what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna, but I mean, it always could turn down, go back down to this bottom trend line. We could make another trip down to this trend line, where I would load up again, and then wait for the next run. We could come down. We could break this trend line and go down. You know, we never know what's going to happen. We have earnings coming out here. I think that we have earnings coming out right here, and then we have a dividend coming out right here. So I think that this is probably about what we're going to see. Something like that. We're overbought on our relative strength. So this is what I'm looking at right now. I'm keeping a close eye on this because it could always turn around on us right here. But I think it looks good. It's the weekend. It's Saturday, 7/10, July 10th, Saturday 2021. So the market's not open. It's not moving anywhere. But I think that this is about where we're going to go. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to give a comment, suggestion. Anyway, give me a like, a subscribe, and y'all are beautiful. I'll see you next time.